So, on behalf of Swami Sarvapriyananda Ji, the Board of Directors, and the general members of the Vedanta Society of New York, it is my great pleasure and a privilege and an honor really to welcome revered Swami Sharvananda Giri Maharaj to our society this morning. Revered Swamiji started his training under the personal tutelage of the great Vedantin Swami Chaitanyananda Sarasvati Maharaj in 1984. He took his monastic vows in 1991 and mastered the entire Prasthana Traya and Sanskrit grammar. Swamiji was appointed as the acharya of the renowned Kailash Ashram in Uttarkashi and elected as the president of the Sadhu Samaj. He serves as the president of Chaitanya Tapovan Trust and vice president of Adi Shankara Brahmavidya Peeth. Swamiji has expert knowledge over vast Vedantic literature, as well as fluency in Sanskrit, Hindi, English, and Bengali. The title of revered Swamiji's talk today is Inspiration from the Ishavasya Upanishad. Welcome.
Atmana parenesha vyaptam visham characharam soham dehadvaya shakshi varjita deha tad gunahi Shruti smriti puranana malayam karunalayam namami bhagavat padam Shankaram lokashankaram Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarva dharma swarupine Avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namah. My cordial, reverential prostration to the traditional teachers due to the grace of them, that we are able to accumulate here and we are able to do this satsanga. My prostration to all those traditional teachers and to of their blessings also. And Swamiji, who is now sitting here, due to his ill health, he cannot come here now. My prostration to him also. And Om Namo Narayanaya to all the devotees. Should I go a little back? Okay. Because last time, sound was so feeble. People are telling Swamiji, our sound was so feeble. Even after microphone. Is it clear, no? Okay, fine. So, my topic is Essence of Ishavasya Upanishad. It's, we have 4 Vedas. Rig, Yajur, Sham, Atharva Veda. Yajur Veda has 2 main parts, that is Shukla Yajur Veda and Krishna Yajur Veda. These are the terms only. And then Shukla Yajur Veda has also 2 main branch. One is Kanno Shakha, Kanno branch, and another is Madhandin branch, according to the name of the rishis it has termed here. In Shukla Yajurveda, in Shatpat Brahman, the 40th chapter is termed as Ishavasya Upanishad. In Veda is basically divided in 2 divisions. One part is Mantra Bhaga, means there the description is given in meter way, in a prodigy, and other part is Brahmana Bhaga. It's a description of that. Sometimes Brahmana is describing what has narrated in the mantra, and sometimes what has told in the Brahmana that is reinforced by the statement of the mantras. Here, our Ishavasya Upanishad is a Upanishad mantra part, and description of this is Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Both are from the Shukla Yajurveda. So we are going to discuss an Upanishad which is from Shukla Yajurveda, Kanva Shakha and Mantra Bhaga. So this is Ishavasya Upanishad. Now, the invocation for the peace of Shukla Yajurveda is, I think you all know it. Those who know it, they can chant with me. Purnamada Purnamidam. Okay, let us chant this mantra. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnassa Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Meaning of this mantra, to understand that thing, let us take an example first. As we are seeing, or we know, there are 84 lakhs of different species. 84 lakhs of different species means yoni, there's bodies we are getting, yes?
I just need to give a little angle to the microphone. It is causing some disturbance in the recording.
Oh, okay. Is it all right? Then how can I? Oh.
Yeah, this should be fine.
Oh, okay. So there are 84 lakhs of different species in this of the beings in this creation. We don't know all species also. Let us consider that Purna is also one sort of species like this. As from a human father and human mother, they are born a human baby. Isn't it? Similarly, let us consider it Purna Madaha, Purna Midam, and from whatever will come from this to Purna, that will also Purna species. Why I am telling it? Because in Bhagavad Gita, 14th chapter, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling, Sarva yonishu kauntaya murtaya sambhavantija tasam brahma mahat yoni aham bija prada pita. Means Bhagavan himself is telling that Karya Brahma is my source of the creation, and I am the father to plant the seed in that. So, who is planting the seed as a father planting the seed in the mother's womb? Similarly, here Brahma, the qualified Brahma, so that is also full. And it is very difficult to understand what is the meaning in English, full. Generally, Purna means you said that it is full. But when I will say the full, then automatically a question will arise in my mind that what is full by what? This pot is filled by water, or the room is filled by the space or the air, something like this we have to. So then one is the pot, container, and some object, another thing is there which is to be filled. Like this, the sense of duality will go and continue. Okay, that's why I told you, the species like this, from a bird species, we are getting a bird baby. From the animal species, we are getting. Similarly, let us consider this Purna is also species from that Purna, and this Purna, whatever will come, that will be also Purna. It is easy to understand. But now it has come three Purna, one father Purna, one mother Purna, one baby Purna. This is controversial. Now, that's why Shruti is telling, whatever our total Shruti's approach is like this only, whatever we now know and whatever comes generally in our mind, first you will translate that, repeat that thing, so that it is easy to understand that thing. And afterwards, it's telling Purnasa. In Sanskrit, if you want to tell anything, there are three numbers. In other languages, there are singular and the plural. But in Sanskrit, there are singular, dual, and the plural. Isn't it? So here, it has come three. There's plural number. So it should have told Purnanam. But now in the second line, it is telling Purnasa. Purnasa. Now if I say, just see, you, me, and this, we are three different human beings. But if we consider it from the standpoint of humanity, so how much will be humanity will be there? One. Human can die, humanity cannot die. that exists. So from that point of view, now try to understand that thing. That what are the qualities are there in the human that we are telling the humanity. So the quality in that Purna is that Purnatva, fulfillness. That in that sense is that there will be only one Purna. So Purnasa, it's singular. When we will be able to understand that what is humanity, then you will find that the humanity is one only. Similarly, when in these three, that God, Hiranyagarbha, and whatever the things we are seeing, in that all the things have filled with the same all-pervasive consciousness, or the conscious existence. All the beings are filled with that. So Purna, that is one only. Purnasa Purnam Adaya. When you will be able to grasp that thing, then what will remain? One Purna will remain. Purnam eva avashishyate. Only one Purna will be there. That everything is fulfilled with one thing only. The same idea, keeping this vision, same idea in the mind, because in our invoke of the peace, or invoke of the, it has termed as the Mangalacharana. In Sanskrit it has termed as the Mangal, means we are praying to the God so that we can peacefully, we can complete, we can write this book, we can complete our life like this. No? That's why we are doing the Mangalacharana, means we're praying to the God, invoke peace for that. And three, I need little drinking water. Three type of disturbance we are. Three type of sufferings we are suffering in the human life. One is adhyatmic, pertaining to the self. One is adhibhautik, pertaining from the all other physical worlds. And another is from the deities. Means when I'm suffering from the fever or from a headache or something like this, this is adhyatmic. Suppose I'm going on the road, some dog or some cow or the snake bites me or something else like this, that is the adhibhautikam, means trouble or the suffering from the other physical entities. And adhidaivikam means whatever suffering, as you today's rain, if it is raining too much, then flood may come, drought, flood, etc. That is adhidaivikam. So in order to get peace, or means to stop all these things, we are praying that Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Okay, because full Ishavasya Upanishad description is not possible, because 1 hour or maximum little bit more. Mainly what are the essence of the Ishavasya Upanishad, that I will tell to you. In the beginning of any Upanishad, the commentator has to show that wherever there is any utility of writing this book or not. Because who will read it? What is the subject matter? And what is the result of reading it? And what you are writing and the subject matter, what is the relation between these two? That is termed as Anubandha Chatushta. Anubandha Chatushta. Adhikari, Vishay, Sambandha, Prayo. Adhikari means who is going to read it. And then what is the subject matter of this? And what is the use of this after reading this book, after getting this knowledge of this book, what advantage or what benefit I am going to get? And whatever you want to say, and what is the relation between this book? That has told you Adhikari means those, you know the Vedanta Adhikaris, Vivek, Vairagya, Shat Sampatti and Mumukshit. Those who are having this quality, they are the best eligible candidate. Just see anywhere, if you want to go admission in any class for yourself or maybe for your son, the school authority will ask that whether you have passed the class 9, then I can give you the admission in the class 10. Have you crossed the graduation course, then I can give you the admission in the master degree course, isn't it? Similarly, everywhere this process is the same, that if you want to get the total advantage or benefit or understand it properly, then you must have these qualities in you. Anyhow, considering that if I don't have this much quality now, still, if we go on listening Vedanta, gradually that quality will come. Gradually that quality will come. So, first Bhagavan Bhashyakar is telling, yes, the utility of writing the commentary on this Upanishad is essential. Why it is essential? Because prior to this, Uttar Mimamsa Darshan, there is Purva Mimamsa Darshan. Vedas has got two philosophy. One is oriented with the righteous deeds and the rites and the rituals. Another is totally engrossed in the knowledge only. Another part is their Upasana. It is included in the karma only. Karma and Upasana in the same. Because you see in the Bhagavad Gita, you see Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling, Lokyasmin Dividha Nishtha Pura Prokta Mayanaga. There are only two Nishtha. One is Prabhritti Nishtha, another is Nibritti Nishtha. One is just, you are going on inside that thing and you cannot stop yourself, go on doing work, either physical or mental. And another is tending you to stop all the functions of the body, mind and intellect. That is called terms of Nibritti Marg. Prior to Bhagavan Shankaracharya, the Purva Mimamsa Darshan Acharya, they are telling that this month Upanishad has got its utility or joined with the Karmakanda only, because it is the place of the doer, who is the agent. I am a human being, I am Brahmana, and scripture has laid these duties for me. I must have to perform that thing. Those who are having this idea, first mistake is I am a human being. When you are identifying yourself with this human being tendency, then how your mind can permit that also I am a all-pervading pure consciousness? These two are the contradictory thing. At the same time, in the same adhikari, to opposite thought cannot come. Or you cannot continue to opposite, totally opposite. One is considering that I am a human being and I am Brahmana, and this I have to perform these duties. Another is I am a pure all-pervading consciousness. So these two thoughts cannot come at a time or cannot function at a time. Purva Mimamsa Darshan, they are telling that this is the eulogy for the doer who is thinking that I am this thing, so scripture is praising it. But very first line Bhagavan Bhashyaka started there, Ishavasya ittadayo mantra karmashu abhinukta tesham akarma sheshasya atmana jathatma prakashakatvat. The very first line of the Bhagavan Shankaracharya's commentary is like this only. Ishavasya ittadayo mantra karmashu abhinukta. These mantras, they are not enjoined with the karma. Why it is so? Because it is describing about the real nature of the self. It is describing about the real Atmasya Jathatma Prakashakatvat. Apapa Vidhatta Purnatta Nityatta, like this means the Atma is free from all the sin. It is complete in itself and eternal. This type of description is coming about the Atma here. So, Purva is telling, no, it is a eulogy for the doer or the agentship. Bhagavan Bhasya, no, because now you are saying, I am telling this is pertaining to me and you are telling this is pertaining to you. This paper. I am telling this pertaining to me and he is telling, no, I have brought this paper. Now, how it will be decided who is telling correct? I will ask, okay, whatever is written in this paper, can you tell? Let it be given to a judge. I am telling this is mine and he is telling, no, it is mine. Then what will happen? The judge will have to take that, before taking the judgment, giving the judgment, what you will have to think? Okay, something is written there in this paper. Tell me, is it yours? Then tell me what is written here. And he will ask me also. Then who has written this thing? He will be able to easily say, yes, it is written there. So similarly here, there are in this Upanishad, in any Upanishad, there are 6 points on which we can judge that whether this part of the Veda is enjoined with the karma or enjoined with the jnana. Point is clear? Because you have to understand that thing properly. Simply meaning of the Upanishad mantras you can get on the other books. But the internal thing is why it is so. That is, and this mantra is explained in the Purva Mimamsa Darshan. Those who are telling that this Upanishad is enjoined with the karma, in their Purva Mimamsa Darshan, one sutra is there, Upakram Upashanghar Abhyas Apurvata Phalam Arthavada Upapattischa Shadling Tatparya Nirnay. Means there are 6 points of examination by which you can come to a conclusion. This part of the Veda, whether it is pertaining to the karma, or it is pertaining to the upasana, or it is associated with the knowledge. Okay? The 6 points are Upakram, Upashangar is the 1 point. Means the beginning and the end, or the introduction of the conclusion. Okay? The first point is this. the point is, it is beginning word, sentence, or the beginning mantra of this Upanishad is Ishavasya sarvam jatkincha jagatam jagat tena tektena bhunjita magridha kasva siddhanam. The first mantra is coming, Ishavasya. Vasya means achadana, it is to be covered. The whole creation, whatever the movable and immovable things are there, is to be covered with one thing. That is Isha. Isha, Ishta iti Isha, tena Isha. Means by the Ishvara. Now see, Purnasya Purnamadaya, it is that Purna, which is termed there, who, because he don't have any particular name. And we cannot express it with the name. But with the Maya Upadhi, all the names are of him only. So first it has told he is Purna. Now same thing has termed here as Isha. By that Ishvara. By that Ishvara, the whole movable and the immovable thing is to be covered by the Ishvara. The Ishavasya Upanishad has 18 mantras. 18 mantras. The first 8 mantra is narrating about the knowledge. And then 9th to the 18th is describing about the Upasana. You may ask, Swamiji, how can you get it? No, how can you can understand? This is the way of understanding is that something it is telling Vashyam, it is in the potential mood, means you do this thing, cover the whole universe ideologically, that it is nothing but the Ishvara only. And the result of that has told that Tatra ko moha ko shoka ekattam anupashyata. If you can understand this oneness, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vashishyata, if you can understand this oneness, then you will be free from the sense of duality, which is the cause of the sorrow and the lamentation, or the delusion and lamentation. So this will remove Tarati Shokam Atmavid. Once you know this Atma, then you will cross all the miseries and the sorrows of this world bondage. This is the first word. Ishavashyam idam sarvam jat kintit jagatam jagat. I will describe along this 6 point, I will tell you, but along with the mantras, then it will be easy to understand what will happen, that time will go. So first beginning with the Ishavashyam idam sarvam means the whole universe is to be Vasya, means achadanyam, is to be covered. What? By the idea of the Ishvara. And last mantra, 8th mantra is coming, Sapariyogat. Sa, that Ishvara, he has gone each and every corner of this creation. Let's see the oneness of the 2 mantras, beginning and the end. Introduction and the conclusion. Saparjugat Shukram Akayam Abranam Asnabhiram Shuddham Apapapiddham. Like this, the 8th mantra is coming. 8th mantra. So beginning and the introduction and the conclusion is same. That is the first. Means it is describing that one all-pervading consciousness is there. Now let me describe the meaning of this. Just see. I am seeing this glass, isn't it? It has a name, it has a form, and it has an utility also. At the same time, you are seeing its existence, and you can feel its existence, and it gives me pleasure as because I am drinking water from this glass. So, 6 things are there in this glass. 6 things are there. Try to understand this thing. One is glass existence, and the feeling of that existence, and it gives pleasure to me, this first thing. And another is name, form, and its utility. Now if I ask you, which one is the first? Though we see the name and the form first, because our sense organ can grasp this thing only. But if you think actually that its existence is first. Now if I ask you, which sense organ will help you to understand or to feel this existence? Difficult question, but very simple answer. If I ask you that how you can feel your own existence, if you say by my eyes, then my question will, by your eyes you can see your body only. Do you think your body? No. So your eye is not going to help you to see your own existence. Clear? Okay. Okay, can you hear your existence? No. We can hear the name only. The glass name can be heard, the form of the glass can be seen, and the utility is of my feeling. So, try to understand this thing. how I am understanding my own existence. If this thing is clear to you, everybody know I exist and I am conscious. There is no doubt in it. If I ask you, are you a sentient entity or matter or insentient? What will be your reply? Yes, I am a sentient entity. I understand, I feel my own existence, and I feel that I am conscious also. But how you can feel and understand your existence and consciousness? What sense organ is helping you? Okay, let us go to the deep sleep. Then it will be very easy to understand. In the deep sleep state, what organ of your body is functioning? Your gross body? No. Your subtle body? No. But after waking up, you are eating, I slept well. I slept well. I am happy now. But I could not know anything. This is also there. So, in spite of without functioning of the body, mind, and this intellectual aggregate, but still you are understanding your existence. But at that time, at that particular deep sleep stage, you can't express that thing. Why? The expressing organs are not functioning. Clear? So, to understand the existence of the self, and I'm conscious to feel that thing, we don't need anybody's help. Isn't it? With the same feeling only, I can understand the existence of that. The existence is one only. Sadeva Somaidam Agre Ashit Ekameva Adit. And the pure existence that was there only without it, second, before the creation of the names and the form. Ishavasya. This Isha is that pure existence or the conscious existence which you can feel. We can understand that thing. Just see, in the waking stage, I feel myself with the gross body, mind, and intellect like this. But in the dream stage, my feeling of the self migrate to the imaginary thing. Body which is just in my mind only. My means existence of the self migrates to the dream body, forgetting my gross body. And when I go in the deep sleep stage, then I am there in my pure som apito bhavati. I exist with my own real nature. But simply that existence I cannot express at that thing. But if you can make your waking stage as a dream stage, means keeping your all sense organ active, but you can go inside to feel your own existence, your all ignorance will vanish. From going, when we wake up from that deep sleep stage, we are one with the dreams, with the Paramatma. We are one, Somapita Bhavati. But still, as soon as we woke up, again we identify ourselves with the body, mind, and intellect. Why? Because that ignorance pack is there. Because just see, if you put one packet of water, hot water, in a drum of cold water, and you drop it in that cold water, what will happen? The water is packed water, that will be intact, that water will be there. But what will happen? That temperature will come to equal temperature. Same thing what is happening here, that daily when by exhausting our sense organs and the body and the mind in the waking and the dream stage, when we got exhausted, then we want to go to ourself. Then we go to the deep sleep stage, but with a polypack. That is the packing of ignorance. Isn't it? So as a result of that, when you woke up, then what happens? Again we identify ourselves with the body, mind, and intellect aggregate. Now, to break this polypack, in the waking stage, it is rather easy. You can feel your existence even with without the gross body at the time of meditation. At the time of meditation, it is not much difficult. I think those who are practicing meditation, they can easily understand that I am not this gross body. He can keep himself up. But I am not the subtle body also. How it is possible? Just see, you can understand the function of your sense organs. That the function of the sense organs is the seen to you, and you are the seer. Okay, let me consider this. I am seer means I am seer with my intellect or the mind. I'm understanding the function of my sense organs. Okay, you are understanding the function of your mind. Your mind is today is happy, some days unhappy. Okay, so who is observing this thing? Here we can understand, okay, I am understanding by intellect. Fine, no problem. Whatever I am speaking, something you are understanding? This understanding is the part of the intellect? Isn't it? And the subject cannot be the object. Now, if you are understanding by your own intellect, then what will happen? The subject, the understander, and what he is understanding, that will be one. So it is not possible. Seer cannot be the sin. I am seeing my function of my intellect. So there is somebody else seer. Isn't it? We will say, my ego. Fine, no problem. You are understanding your own ego? Who is seeing ego? That you, wherever there is a sin, there must be a seer. Without the seer, sin cannot be established. You cannot prove the sin. When you similarly you try to understand, go inside and try to understand. Try to understand that when I'm understanding the function of my body, mind, intellect, and function of my ego also, whether intellective function and not function, that also you are understanding. So there is some seer, that is Shakshi, that is Ishvara, that is Antaryami. You cannot see it. It never will be an object of your sense organ. Neither it will be the object of your mind and the intellect. But by seeing the function of the mind and the intellect, you can understand that there is some conscious entity. Ishavasya idam sarvam. So scripture is telling that try to understand this thing. There is name, form, and the utility. At the same time, here also the existence and the sensation, feeling of this existence, and some happiness is also coming. Now what happened? Now we have covered this part of the existence and its feeling and that happiness. It's covered by the name, form, and its utility. Mind is so badly engrossed in that thing, no? The existence of that thing is there. I can feel that thing, but I don't analyze. We don't analyze how I am feeling this existence of this class. How I am feeling that feel that the existence is there. And happiness, okay, I can feel by the mind also, but still, that what is that thing that which gives you the firm conviction that there is something inside who is other than this body-minded intellect complex, and due to which this all the body-mind complex can function. So let us, what we'll have to do? Now, this paper is above the table. Now what we'll have to do? The paper is to be covered with the table. Means that name and the form is covering the existence and its feeling. Name and the form means it is a mic or it is a glass, but we are not thinking about the existence and its feeling. So what we'll have to do? Whatever we are seeing in front of us, first you take a view, or first it should come in our mind. The existence of that thing is there. That what is the general we are telling? The Ishwar means Sat, Chit, Anand. Sat, Chit, Anand. Sat means the existence only, which never means 3 periods, Trikal Avadhattam, which is not limited by the 3 periods of the time, that is termed as the Sat. And since we are telling that the root cause of this creation is that Ishvara only, but in our general common parlance we are saying that any material cause is limited and it is matter. Wherever you see, then any material cause is limited and it's a matter only. So when you are telling that this Sat is the material cause of the all creation, then doubt may come. It may be matter or it's limited also. So these 2 doubts is removed by the another 2 words, Sattam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Ananda means Ananta. Jove Bhuma, Tat Sukam, one who is all pervading, that is only the state of bliss. So by using this word Chit or Jnanam means it is not simply matter, it is conscious. Means the consciousness which is not limited by the 3 period of time and not limited by the object and the space, that is termed as the Ishvara. So cover the whole creation with this idea. It is full of Ishvara only. Now our Ishvara is there. He's there, but it is covered by the name and the forms. And our mind, just see, when you are seeing any ornament made of gold, whatever, our attraction is on whatever the means the activities are there, whatever the means the beauty of there in the form. Yes, our minds attract there only. Though I am seeing the gold, but still, mind is full concentration is on the ornament. Ornament. Just see, another example I can give. I think you have the experience of seeing the picture in a picture hall. First there is a plain curtain, and it is white. And all of us are looking to that curtain only. But as soon as the picture starts, different functions are going there. In multicolor and multifarious functions are going on. We are looking at that curtain only, but we forget the presence of that curtain. We are only looking on the activities. Isn't it? We forget that. Here also, that curtain is pure consciousness. Okay? And on that pure consciousness only, with the Maya, three gunas, the activities of manas are going on inside. I am this, I am that, I am intellectual, I am so much thing I know. And somebody tells, oh, he's telling me such a bad word. Why it is so? At that time, this thought will not come that a consciousness, by inputting the consciousness of this consciousness only, I am dealing with him. And these words are the Ati Bhautik Rupa of the Ishvara only. And the thing which is entirely, that is Ati Devik, Devata is there. He is analyzing this thing. We'll forget all this thing. Though we are looking at the screen only, where what we are seeing, the picture's mind is engrossed in that picture and that activities only. Here, same thing is happening here. Same thing is happening. And you can really understand that thing. It is not that you are not understanding that thing. But that is the power of the Maya. In spite of understanding that thing, it don't allow us to stay in that thing. That is the problem. And that is the practice. Scripture is telling, practice that thing. What? Ishavasya idam sarvam jat kincha jagattam jagat. Whatever the movable or immovable things you are seeing in this creation, cover it. What? With that conscious existence. Ishvara. Ishvara means the all-pervading conscious existence. That is first. Because I told you, the existence is the first. Then the question of the name and the form. But what happened now? That we are paying attention to the name and the form, but not to the pure existence. The scripture is telling Ishavasya idam sarvam jat kincham jagattam jagat. Whatever the movable and immovable things are there, covered everything with the bhavana, with the thought, with the love. It will only come when we have love for the Ishvara. That I will tell how it will come if the time permits. So, Ishavasya idam sarvam jat kincha jagattam jagat. Next line is coming. Tena taktena bhunjita. Tena taktena bhunjita. Bhunjita means you must protect. Protect means you enjoy. Bhunjita means to eat also. You enjoy the presence of your all-pervading existence, giving up the attachment to the name and the form. Tena taktena, tagena, giving up, abandoning the attachment to the name and the form. Try to feel your own existence, all-pervading existence. Tena taktena bhunjita. Bhunjita means palayetha. You protect, you see, you feel your own existence, that all-pervading existence. When you will be able to understand that thing? When your identification with the name and the form will go. External identification is rather easy to eradicate that thing, meant to erase out that thing. But this identification is very difficult. Because we have means one after another, this multi-storied building, it is here. I am on the pure consciousness, first foundation is I am a human being. And after that, I am male or female. After that, all the other external qualities, whatever we have achieved in our life, we are thinking that all the good qualities are there and we protect to that thing. And as long we have a tendency to protect those qualities along with this mind and intellect, that long we will not be able to understand what is material nature. So scripture is telling, Tena taktena bhunjita. Tena taktena bhunjita. This is the practice. This is the sadhana. sit in yourself in the early morning. At least for 5 or 10 minutes, pray to God that God, you are present here. And that nobody has any doubt that I am the consciousness, and my existence also I can understand. But only not understanding is that I am that all-pervadingness. Why it is so? Because I make myself limited by identifying me with this thing. Break this thing. Because this pot is one with the space. Because this space is there in this glass. The space is there in the building, and space is there outside also. By this glass, is this space is limited any time up? No, the space is one only. Just if you break this barrier, no, what will happen? This same space will be one with the space of the room. And if you break this wall, then what will happen? The same space will be one with the external space. Same thing is happening here also. As we are paying attention to our mental function and our intellectual analysis, so we try to protect those things. We try to protect those things. The scripture is telling, Tena taktena bhunjita. Whatever you have superimposed on yourself, please forget those things. Sometimes, oh, I have so much remembrance in my childhood, I could have remembered everything. Even now also I can remember Bhagavad Gita. But that has become a burden. Because that has become a burden. It is a myth, a function of the intellect only. And so, tena taktena bhunjita means try to protect the self by abandoning or by giving up the identification with all the names and the forms. This is the fundamental essence of Ishavasya Upanishad. Now, Shruti knows that where is the main problem? Main problem is we are very much fond of money, wealth, and objects, and external object. Isn't it? I think if I have money, then it will protect me from all the period of the time. Just think, just for a minute. You are suffering for a disease. You have a lot of monies with you. Who can save you from the suffering? Your money? Your money can bring you to a big hospital. Your money can give you some treatment. But the suffering, you must have to suffer according to your past karma. Nobody can save you. Only God. Everybody knows this thing. It is not that I am telling you some new thing. I am telling you that thing only which you are experiencing daily. Because Vedanta has got the best means that he is not telling anything about something who is in heavenly world, some in Shiva Loka, Brahma Loka. Not. It is not that. Everybody likes to, when we are going out, if I ask everybody, just you tell me, while coming out from your body, have you seen your face in the mirror or not? What will be the reply? Maximum reply will be yes, because we like to see ourselves, that whether I am looking good or not. But I want to see myself of that body which is daily, it is going towards, merging towards the death. It's decaying, it's deforming, but still we like to see that image. But alas, the best existence, the pure existence, which is not decaying, which is eternal, immutable, that picture is shown by the scripture. Scripture is the mirror of yourself. So scripture is telling, try to look on yourself, that who are you really? Try to lose your identification with the name and the form. Tena taktena bhunjita. Protect yourself. Otherwise, you are a suicider. Scripture will tell it. It's not my word. Atma. And next is, scripture is also knowing that where is our main problem. Ma gridha kashushidhanam. It's not my word. It is Shruti's word. Don't covet for anything. Shruti knows where is our weakness. Therefore, Shruti is telling, don't covet for anything. Kashushidhanam. Who is his wealth? You may have lot of money with you, but when you will go, all things will be here. You cannot take anything with you. Even whatever the dress you are wearing at the time before the burning, it will be also taken up. We all know this thing and daily seeing this thing. Still, this is a great acharya. And that's told by Yudhishthira. Ahani ahani bhutani gachanti jivamandiram shesham stirattam ichanti kimascharjam atappar. Means each and every day we are seeing that so many people are dying and going to the cremation ground and his body is burned. But still I am thinking, I will live for a long time. For the time being, there might be some discussion for the worldly things, but as soon as I reach my house, again, what is this going on, that thing, that thing. We have to make a practice like this. Whatever thing is coming in front of us, that is not the real. These all are the unreal. It's like a dream. We are dreaming in the Maya, sleeping in the Maya Nidra. In the dream of them, in the sleep of the Maya, we are dreaming all the full creation. So, when by the grace of the God and with the hearing the drum of the Vedanta Vakya, then you can wake up and then you can understand. Then what will happen? That you, whatever we are dreaming, in our dream state, we never think about this. Why? Yesterday night I thought that I got a 1 lakh rupees check somewhere. Today morning, that thought will never come in my mind because I know it is dream only. Isn't it? But in worldly things, our mind automatically goes. It means we have got sense of reality there, that it may help us. That is to be erased out. That is to be erased out. Because you have seen in your life, just see, I'm telling you another thing, very simple thing. Each and every one is hankering for the happiness only. I want to live in happiness. Isn't it? Not only human being, all the beings. Even an ant is also coming towards you. If you just take your finger to that ant will divert. Why? He is feeling uncomfort with your finger. It may give me pain. All the beings have the same thing. He has not gone to the Vedanta. Without understanding Vedanta, also we all are hankering for the same thing. What? I want to live in peace. Now if I ask you, how many days you want to live in peace? 1 day? 1 month? 1 year? Or 10 years? What will be your reply? No, forever. I want to live in happiness forever. Second and third, suppose you purchase something from the market as per your best capacity. You purchase that and it's now giving you happiness. Now what? Making you happy. But just after purchasing that thing, on the next day, if you think that your friend has purchased something which is more better than you, then what will money do? Oh, if I could have purchased that thing. Isn't it? It's common phenomena. Means I want happiness, I want a permanent happiness, and I want the best quality happiness. Isn't it? Now try to find out one thing in this creation which is eternal, which is permanent. The temporary thing cannot give you permanent happiness. It's a general equation. Anybody can understand that thing. Isn't it? So, try to find out a thing in this creation which is eternal. Except God. Isha. Nothing is there in this creation which is eternal. That's why scripture is Ishavasya. Magridha kasya shibdhanam. Why you are thinking about the wealth or the worldly things? It is not going to help you. It is not going to help you. So many things in your life, each and everybody, means purchased from the market or collected from somebody else, thinking that this will give me happiness. But if it is so, if it had happened so in your life, and it had give you the happiness, then why you are going for another thing? Means whatever happiness you were searching for, that object has not got that ability to give you that happiness. That's why one after another things you are accumulating. But understanding that thing, the worldly thing has not got this ability to give me the permanent happiness. Still, we are hankering that. That is our mistake. The scripture is telling, Magridha kasya siddhanam. Whose wealth is this? Only one mantra stage. But this understanding should be clear. That Ishavasya, the essence of the Ishavasya, first mantra is more than sufficient to understand the Upanishad. Now, I told you the 6th point of examination. This Upakram Upashankar. Upakram is like this. Upashankar also is like this. Abhyas. Abhyas means repetition of that thing, which I make you understand. That repetition of that thing. With some illustrated example and with some reasoning that this is the thing. That has come that in the second, third, fourth mantras, it is there. But the second mantra is telling, not the second mantra, I am skipping one. Second mantra is Kurvanne viha karmani jiji vishashyatagum sama evam taina annathaitostina karma lipyatenare. Suppose you are not able to do this thing. What? Not able to understand the real nature of the self. Cannot restrict you from the tendency of doing action, do something. Then, okay, do, but not do whatever is coming to your mind. Follow the scriptural instruction. Follow the instruction of your guru. Follow your obligatory duties. Whatever is natural tendencies are there, you have to come up above these things, because your natural means what is happening. My natural tendency, this is good for me, this is suitable for me. So my natural tendency is to again protect that thing or collect those type of things. Means it is increasing my past impression. The chitta is such a place where the past, so many birds' past impressions are there. According to the past impression, seeing something, it's a dabba, it's a package of rasgulla. I like it. Seeing that thing only because the past impression are there. It's a good pakori. I like it. Why? No, that is spicy. I don't like it. How it is coming in the mind? Because the past impressions are there. And if we promote more that thing, then what will happen? The impression will be more deep. Isn't it? As a result of that, again, you will, to fulfill those desire, you will get another body. Isn't it? It is fact, and we're understanding that thing. So what you'll have to do, whenever your past tendency is compelling you to do that, anything, whatever the things are coming in front of you, just ask your mind once more, whether to which goal I want to reach, whether this activity will help me to reach that goal. Ask your mind. Then, if the reply is coming, then automatically just your mind will tell, no, it is for the only external enjoyment. But by that thing I will not be able to reach the goal of the human life. Last time also I told this thing, but again I am repeating here. There are 4 purushartha: dharma, artha, kam and moksha. 3 is the success in human life, and 4th one is the success of human life. Clear? 3 is the success in human life: dharma, artha, kam. I have money, I have wealth, I have everything with me. That is the success in, and performing the rites and the rituals. I am not telling that you are doing the obligate, means prohibited works. You are doing following the rites and the rituals. You are earning money and enjoying the life. But it is a success in human life. But another part is there: success of human life. First, this discrimination should come in your mind. That what for I am hankering, what I am wanting for. The success in human life or success of human life. Until and unless this discrimination is not clear, we will go on rotating in the same circle. If we have to come out of the circle, then you have to tell your mind, no, I want this life only, success of the human life in this body, human body only. With this firm conviction and determination, then ask your mind, since I have decided that this is my aim of the life, in this birth only, right on this birth only I have to reach this goal, whether this activity is going to help me to reach that goal. Because Swamiji's word is there, संकल्प में जो दृढ़, प्रतिज्ञा में जो अविचलित, हर सिद्धि करतलगत, means in Bengali it has told, means one who is firm in his decision, and whatever the conviction he has, he never deviates from that. Of that man is only success in his hand. For that man only success in his hand. So you must have to make a first decision that what I am wanting in this life, what I want to do in this human life. Simply a good service, wealth and the money and all the facilities, okay. And ultimately you can understand yourself, whatever I have accumulated in my life, all the external objects there, but it is nothing but the accumulation of the sorrow only, unhappiness only. That we are experiencing in our life. So if you want to make the human life successful, then have a firm look on your, this is my goal of the human life, this is the goal of my life. So whether I am progressing towards the goal or not, you must have to be very much vigilant to the goal. And you must have to do all your activities, whatever is conducive to help you to reach that goal. Without this, that is Mahakrita, Kurvanne Vihakarmani Jiji Vishet Shatagum Sama. Then what you'll have to do, that find out those obligatory duties which is going to help you to lead towards the goal. And otherwise what will happen? Asurya namate loka andhena tamashabrita tangste pretta vigachanti jeke cha atmano jana. There, those persons, those who are only enjoying the dharma, artha, kama, where they will go, not considering for the moksha, they will go to those world which is covered with the dark ignorance, and they will only enjoy the sensual enjoyments only. Even devas, all the deities, in only human body only, this advantage is there, that you can do some independent work for your progress. The animal body cannot do. They cannot go to temple. They cannot pray. They cannot meditate. Even the deities also, they are also hankering to get the knowledge. But since there is hindrance is less, their obstruction is less, whatever they are thinking, because he did some punya, good deeds, rites and rituals, as a result of that, they are getting the advantage in the heavenly world. But they are also not happy, because where there is taratamya, means good and bad, higher and the lower levels are there, you cannot be happy. Where the means higher and lower levels are there, good and bad are there cannot be, you can get the pure happiness there. When there is only oneness, that are all pervading, that view will come to your mind, and there is no higher and lower level. Everything is one only. That's pure consciousness. When mind will engrossed in that thing only, then you will be free from all the means pain and the pleasure. Pleasure is also pain. Dukkham eva sarvam vivekina. It has Yogdarshan, it has told. It may be for a few minutes when a small boy, when father, mother gives a new toy to him, he plays it with for a few minutes. After that again he starts crying, give me another new one. We are nothing better than the small boy. Our mind is also like this only. So what will happen? Here, if we do like this, what will happen? Scripture is telling, no, protect yourself. But we are protecting the name and the form. Whatever, we need a good building, we need a good accommodation. For whom? For the advantage of the body. Atma don't need any accommodation. I am not telling that, be a sannyasi, go out and go to, I am not that. But main thing is the attachment to the things. Just see, means in our subconscious mind, the thing was not with me. This thing was not with me. Suppose I get a thing, somebody gave me some dakshina, or I get in the unconscious mind, that was not with me. Just 1 second before, as soon as it's come to my hand, immediately my subconscious mind puts one stamp, this is mine. From here the problem starts. Let the things be as it is there. As I have come here, for a few hours only, I am enjoying the thing, but it's been deep of my heart. I know that there is no relationship with this. Only respect is there for Swami Vivekananda. That's all. That respect should be there. But no attachment to anything. For all the worldly things, if our mind can become like this thing, then no problem for you. Satyena asurya nameto loka andhina tamastabrita tangste pretta viganchanti jeketra atmahanojana. Those who are not giving the attention to their self. Suppose Swamiji is coming, Sarvapriyananda is coming here. We are seeing that Swamiji is coming. But if we don't stand up, or if we don't pay respect to Swamiji Om Namo Narayana, it will be much more painful or much more disfigured to him. It is better to kill him. Scripture is telling that in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling that if for an honorable man, if you defame him, that is much more painful than killing. Scripture is telling, here God is there as an Antarjami, as an Atma, but you are not paying attention to the God, paying attention to body and the mind. Means you are killing yourself. Annatha santam atmanam annatam yena kritam kim tenana kritam papam chaurena atma apaharina. Means Atma is neither doer, neither enjoyer, totally detached from everything. But we are thinking, I am the doer, I am the enjoyer, and I will enjoy the thing. Annatha santam atmanam annatham chet kurute annatha santam atmanam annatha chat pratiyate kim tenana kritam papam chaurena atma apaharina. What sin he has not committed? Scripture is telling, this is coming in Bhagavata, that you are not paying attention to your Atma, who is a God, who is inside, the indwelling self. You are not paying attention to him, you are paying attention. What sin that person has not committed? He is a thief. Atma apaharina, who is killing his own self. who is killing his own. That is the Atmahano Jana. Those who are killing themselves, what will happen? They will have to go on circling on this birth and death chain. That's why Bhagavan Shankaracharya is telling in his Prashnottari, Ko dirgha roga bhavayeva sadho. Ko dirgha roga bhavayeva sadho. Kimoshadham tasya vicharameva. He is telling, oh, means a intelligent person. Sadhu means good intellectual person. Do you know which longest disease you are suffering? By which longest disease you are suffering? Do you know that thing? Ko dirgha roga. Each and every being is suffering with a disease that is termed as the bhava roga. Bhava roga. In scripture, it is termed as the bhava roga. Bhava roga means the coming and going, taking a new birth and killing this body, again a new birth, killing this body, like this, coming and going. That is the longest disease you are suffering. First, you have to understand this thing properly. And then what will happen? That what is the medicine for this? Kim Kyodirgha roga bhavayeva sadho. Kim oshadham tasya. What is the medicine for this? Vicharameva. Vichara. What is this vichar? Ishavasya idam sarvam jatkinchit jagattam jagam. This is your process of thought. What will think? Continuously what will think? Kodirgha roga bhavayeva sadhu kim oshadham tasya vicharameva. What is that vichar? The scripture is showing, Ishavasya Upanishad is showing us what we'll have to think. Then try to lose your identification with the gross body, subtle body, and I think that I am that pure all-pervading consciousness and existence. I am ever existence thing. Now, because the time is 12:10, just 10-15 minutes if you permit, otherwise I can stop here also. One more mantra is here that is very important. That what is the, means where we are, means why we cannot proceed. What is the problem in us? That has told here, showed by the scripture here. That has come in the Upasana part. Hiranmayena patrena sattasyapihitam mukham pusham tattad apabhino sattadharmaya drushtay. You cannot do that. I cannot analyze the thing properly. Okay. You can do Upasana. You can do Upasana. Means this is the God is nothing but my own shape. Like Antarjayam, the God with qualification. With quality, with some name and the attribute and the form, but that is of the God. Okay, and you can meditate that God in yourself. But still, the problem is there at the time of the end time, when the body is. Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling, Anta kale chamameva smaran mukta kalebaram ja prayati tyajandeha sajati paramam gatim. What is the last thought is coming to your mind at the end time? According to the last thought, you are going to get a new body. Bhagavad Gita 8th chapter, 5th or 6th verses there. As because you are quite or means acquainted with the Vedantic terms from Swamiji. So I think you can understand this thing. So now in the last time of our mind, how this thought is coming and how can I make that thing? That Bhagavan Sri Krishna explained in that Bhagavad Gita, means continuously antakale cha. That is the very important term, that is cha. Cha means even at the last time. It means if you practice in your daily life, then only it is possible to come, that thought will come to your mind in the last time. So I told you what scripture is telling, what is the hindrance for that? The sadhaka is praying to the God. Hiranmayena patrena satyasya pihitam mukham. O Lord, with a golden plate or with a golden pot, that the door of that truth is covered. With a golden pot, the door of that truth is covered. Hiranmayena patrena satyasya, of that reality, the door is covered. It is not allowing me to go inside. It is so glittering. It is slow glittering. So I cannot see to the sun god. I cannot see to that light because it's glittering. So, O Pushan, O the nourisher of the whole creation, kindly means withdraw your that glitteringness. Here, Bhagavan Shankaracharya is writing, what is this glitteringness? What is that patra? What is that pot? Bhagavan Bhasaka is telling that it is our own ego. It is our own ego. Whatever functions, whatever we are doing with the pot, what we are doing generally. First, one thing, we can keep something in that pot. we can cook something in the pot, because especially in Uttarkashi, when the sadhus are coming new, they have only one pot. Maximum somebody has given, they have only one pot. Taking viksha from the annakshetra, they're keeping in that. In the evening, if they're going viksha, they just warm it up, and then they eat from that same pot only. And if something they're getting in some poly pack, then he's covering that thing, so I'll take it afterwards. So 4 things we are doing with a pot. Keeping something, cooking something, eating from that pot, and covering. Clear? Clear? Now think about your own ego. It is the pot. It is that glittering pot. It is not allowing you to become one with that supreme consciousness. Because I am so much proud of my all activities, all of my intellectual qualities. So it's not allowing me to become one with that. And my past sanskara also. With due apology, I don't want to hurt anybody. Please don't think in any other way. What a scripture has told here, that I'm telling in front of you. That what is our problem, why you cannot become with that pure consciousness. That is there, is told here. That is hiranmayana patrena satyasya pihitam mukham. The satya means that reality. That reality is covered with a pot which is glittering like gold. O Pushan, O the nourisher of the whole world, kindly remove. By your grace only it is possible. It's difficult for me to remove that thing. Kindly remove that thing. But I told you that what we are doing with a pot, that what our ego is functioning, is first what ego is doing, it is covering my all-pervadingness. I am the pure all-pervading consciousness. But ego is compelling me to think that I am Chidabhas, the reflecting consciousness. So first thing, it's covering the thing. Then and on this ego only, on the past sanskaras are there. Chitta bhumi, that is the chitta. And whatever thoughts are coming in my mind, then I'm cooking that thing with my ego. I will do like this, I will do like that, and then I will get this result. This is the cooking of the thing, of my past sanskara. I am saying a big pot of rasgulla is there. No, not saying, but as an example. I am saying a good pot of rasgulla. Then I am planning, oh, it's good for me. How can I get it? And if I get it, I don't have money with me, then I will have to bring some money for that. Something planning is going on. That is the cooking of the ego to get the desired object. First I covered my all-pervading consciousness. I become a limited entity. Then it is other than me. So I want to get that thing. It will give me pleasure. That is cooking. And then means covering, cooking. First, and the sanskara is there. I mean, on that ego only, the sanskara, past impressions are there. And from that only I am taking out. Oh, yes, my past sanskara is there. I am taking out that one of that thing. That is kept there on that ego. And lastly, I am eating, enjoying. Wherever the enjoyments are there by the sensual objects, that limited enjoyment. And that ego is promoting that thing. Yes, it is good for me. I enjoyed that thing. How? And we will ask me, Swamiji, how is the cooking? I will tell, yes, it's very good. This is promotion of the ego. So, hiranmayana patrena satyasya pihitam mukham. O Pushan, pray to God. Each and every moment pray to God. Kindly remove this glitteringness of my ego. And please allow me to see my real nature. That's as told in the Bhagavad Gita in 10th chapter. Nashayami atma bhavastha jnanodipena bhashyata. If we can continuously pray to the God, this upasana. If we can continuously pray to the God, then what will happen? By God's grace only. When we look into the screen, the pictures are going on, but mind will be attentive to the curtain. From here I started, isn't it? Okay, that is means Upakrama Prasangar. Abhyas means that in the other mantras also they told the same, the glory of the Aneyadekam Manasho Jabyo Nainan Deva Apnuban. This mind, it is Atma, is faster than the mind and speech also. I am here. In a second my mind can go to the Uttarkashi. Or I can speak something about the Uttarkashi. They are the fastest runner. But self is much more faster than this. Why? Who can understand who has come in this hall first? One who will come first. After that he can understand. He's the faster than other persons. The person who has come here first, who can understand who come here second. It means when I can understand that my mind has gone to Uttarkashi. Where my mind has gone, I can understand. Means I am prior present there. That's why I can understand my mind has gone there. My mind has gone there, then only I can understand because I am present there. That is the way of understanding of your all-pervadingness. Aneyad ekam manasho jabiya nainam deva apnuvan. This is the uniqueness. Even the gods also cannot see this Atma. They are also means hankering for this. How can I get this knowledge? Indra has gone, other Agni Devata has gone, Virojan has gone to learn this knowledge only. This is the uniqueness. Uparkum Upasangar, Abhyas repetition, Apurva. The uniqueness is even the God cannot, even the sense organs cannot illuminate this Atma. Abhyas, Apurva, Arthavad. Arthavad means the eulogy. Eulogy means praise. Why we should know the Atma? Because if you don't know Atma, then what will happen? You will have to go to those world which is covered with the ignorance only. Asurjana Amata Lokante. That is the eulogy. And logic, upapatti means the logic. Since 6 points, it's the last point. Logic means that how I can understand. Just see, this body-mind complex is a matter only. Without the presence of a conscious entity, it cannot function. Even Hiranyagarbha cannot give the result of your action without the presence of the God. So that consciousness is there. That all-pervading consciousness is there. Means we can understand that consciousness here in this body. Hiranyagarbha is the first jiva of this creation. If the God is not there, he cannot do anything. That is the logic. Even in Chandogya Upanishad, the logic is given when you are saying that this is a paper. Okay, now you think that what is this paper? Now you will go, you can come to the pulp. A mixture of so many things, that is a pulp. And now you are thinking that, oh, it is nothing but the modification of the earth. Now earth is also, Prithvi is also a effect. What is the cause of that? If you think, then you will go to the water. Because the earth is coming from the food, or earth is coming from the water only. Then what is also a effect? What is the cause for that? Heat. Then you will get reach to the teja. Then from where the heat is coming? As you are walking, from the kinetic energy, vayu. And for movement you need space. So space, kinetic energy, heat, water, and the food. So now you withdraw yourself. Go back one after another. That is logic. Then what will happen? Ultimately you will reach that uncaused cause. Sad, sadeva samidam magna. Tasmad bay tasmad atmana akasha sambhuta. Like this, the two ways are there. Means just withdraw yourself, and with the external world also, and internally also you have to withdraw yourself. This is the best way of meditation to realize the self, that as much you will be able to withdraw your mind from the worldly objects, and gradually the identification or the strong attachment to the gross body and the subtle body, and to make yourself free means try to think that whatever the sense organs are functioning, I am the seer of those function of the sense organs, mind, body, and so the seer is different from the sin. If this way of process of thinking is going on in your mind, no, then you will be established in the state of seer, not will identify the sin. And now keeping you, I throw when you are Jagrata Avastha in awakening stage, if you can reach in such a state when you lose your identification with your gross body and the subtle body, then the state, that is the state of knowledge. If once it's come in your mind, you can grasp that thing, then it will ever existing. It will never go anywhere. That is ever existing. Bhagavan Bhashyakar in Vivek Churamani, he's telling one nice verse. Chaya sharire pratibimba gatre ridhikalpitange jatha swapna dehe yathatma buddhi tab nasti kachit tatheva mastu jivat sharire. Suppose you are walking on the street. Due to sunlight, there is shadow on the way. If somebody is walking on the shadow or spitting on your shadow, will you quarrel with him or not? Somebody has spitted on your shadow. Will we quarrel with him or not? No. Nobody will quarrel. Why? Because you know it is a false entity. It's a shadow only simply. Chaya sharire, pratibimba gatre. Because we like to see ourselves in the mirror also. So I am seeing myself decorating nicely. And then I am seeing myself. And somebody came. The mirror falls. And it's broken into pieces. Will you quarrel with him or not? Are you have broken my face and this. No. Why? Because I know it's image only. Chaya sharire pratibimba gate. I am alone. I am thinking that I went to America and there I attended class on this next lecture was going on. I have seen all the Jersey City and whatever the New York, the Statue of Liberty. I was thinking and feeling happy in my mind. Somebody came, hey, what you are doing here? Arey, you have broken my dream, sir. You don't know. Should I start calling with him? No. No, because I know it was simply an imagination of my mind only. Chaya sharire, 4 places. Chaya sharire, pratibimba gatre, ridikalpitange. And when I am dreaming, when I am dreaming, really dreaming, then also if somebody come and woke me up, I am not calling with him that I am dreaming about the God, you woke me up. Because I know it's a dream. To the 4 places that chaya sharire, pratibimba gatre, ridikalpitange, jatha sapna dehe. Tava Atma Buddhi, you are never identifying yourself. You are never you have no sense of feeling that this is I. Isn't it? Chaya sharire, my feeling of the self never goes to those in the shadow, in the image, in imaginary body, and neither in the dream body. Because I know it, that is false entity. Jagrat sharire tathaiva mastu. It's the warning of Bhagavan Bhashyakar. In this cross body, when you are awakened stage, this type of identification should not be there. Like the 4 examples are given. This is the state of knowledge. This is the state of the knowledge. Okay? So now it is 12:30. I should not proceed anymore. So a lot of thanks that patiently you have listened to this thing. And Ishavasya, that 18 mantras, it is rather difficult to explain because we were studying it. It takes at least 2-3 months. But I have described only 2 mantras. Ishavasya Upanishad, if you can understand that thing, what happens to us. And thirdly is, what is the hindrance, what is the obstacles which you have to overcome. The process is this, that you have to overcome on your natural tendencies. You have to make a habit to do the scriptural things, the obligatory duties, or which has been ordered by the Guru. This is the first step. That is Karma Yoga. If you can do, your Karma Yoga is you are doing perfectly or not, the proof or verification for that, your devotion to the God will increase. Why? Because you are doing Karma Yoga means you are serving the society with a love. What is that love? That in everybody the same God is existing. As a result of that, what will happen? If you can do the Karma Yoga perfectly, then your devotion or love for the God will increase. When the love for the God will increase, then your tendency to perform the work will less, and your tendency will be, let me meditate on the God, let me think about the God. Because God has given a very good quality to your mind, that whom it loves, it's automatically go there. Isn't it? So make love for the God by serving the Karma Yoga helps us to convert our love towards the God. Because you are seeing God in everywhere, whomever you are helping. Not as a person, you are seeing as a God. So the love for the God will increase. If the love for the God is increasing, then mind will automatically go there. Then Upasana will start. As a result of that, that oneness means one point will come to your mind. That then automatically this inquires, really who am I? Tad vigyartham sa guru me papikachit. Then he will go to a guru to tell you that what is real nature. Then starts Vedanta Sravanamana Nididhyasana. And then one can realize. This is the process that has come from the Ishavasya Upanishad. So let me finish it here. So kind of you Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnassa Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Narayana.